Had the weirdest interview ever. What happened? What happened?
Man, me and Daryl was on air at the same time. Pretty interesting.
In what way?
What'd you say?
In what way?
Oh, we just did a radio interview.
Yeah. Why was it weird?
Why was it weird? You been around here last time?
No.
I'm messing.
Well, how about it though? I mean, to have all that behind you now, and now it's time to actually get to playing the real game.
Oh, it feels good. Refresh. Had a great summer working out, and met with Coach McHale. Leave last year behind us. To me, it's just what happens on the basketball court, and that's all it's about. I love to just get out there and play to my best abilities, and with a young group of people. I'm just very excited for the season.
But did it mess with your head at all? I mean, as you talked about going through workouts and everything, and getting phone calls and texts.
Little, just because you didn't know where you was actually going to be, but are you talking about last year? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think just a little bit, but once you get on the line, like I know people said I was unhappy or I wanted out, but they were lied to or misinformed because a couple months into the season after the trade, we were fourth in the West, it's having a great year. And then after that, something happened, but I'm happy to be a Rocket, and I just want to get better every year to continue my career wherever it is. But right now, we're all in a good place.
Yeah, from that example, a lot of the young guys we've been talking to already in media day, do you ever take them aside and say, hey, this is the business kid? Do you look to be that veteran? Do you like being the leader, or do you like to keep to yourself?
Well, I'm a guy that just likes to work hard and lead by example, but I know this year I'm going to have to step out my box a little bit, and because they've already been asking me questions, so I got to be a little bit more vocal this year. Kind of reminds me of when I first came in the league and I had Mike Bibby and Chris Webber and Brad Miller kind of guiding me through. So I have to be a positive influence of how they were with me, because I wouldn't be in my 9th year if I didn't have guys like that. So that's my main focus this year, is to compete, win games, and help those guys.
How do you feel about being in your 9th year and being on a team with so many guys in their first or second?
Yeah, it's different. Most guys in my situation right now, I feel like I should be 34 or 35 years old. I'm still right in my prime and feeling great, better than ever about my game. But there's going to be a line where I'm going to be competing hard, trying to win games, and also helping them along the way, because I think that's how you pay it forward to guys like Brad, and that helped me. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a lot on my shoulders, night in, night out. But I'm ready for it, and that's what I work hard in the summer for.
But in Sacramento, you did go through a few teams that were starting over, maybe you were to be rebuilding.
Yeah.
If that applies here, are you feeling you're doing it again?
Yeah, I think if you see what we have, I'm definitely going again. But I was at a different point in my career then. It was my 3rd and 4th year, and 5th, and now I'm in my 9th. So it's different. I'm still playing to get into playoffs and things like that. But I do know reality, and we're going to have some bumps and bruises, but we just have to get through it. And it's like I was telling them, you never know what could happen in the season with trades and injuries to other players. So you just got to come in and work hard and be focused every day.
You being a Jordan Brand ambassador, of course, the All-Star weekend is here in February, and it's Mike's 50th birthday. Are you looking forward to that as well, being a part of the Rockets and the host city for the All-Star weekend?
Yeah, hopefully I'm a Rocker. Hopefully I'm playing in the game. Last year, I felt like me and Kyle, we both had a great opportunity to play in that game because we was 4th in the West at the time, and we was both having pretty good years. And never played with an All-Star that actually was nominated while I was playing with them. So hopefully that happens to myself or Jeremy or Big O or whoever. Hopefully somebody along that line is able to represent Houston in a big game.
Coach McHale said he thinks it's kind of humorous. Some of the guys are so young that they say, "Oh, LeBron James, bring him on. Can't wait to play against him." When you hear this kind of stuff, what do before you say it.
It's funny until they actually play LeBron. Then after that first time, they're like, oh, we don't want to see him again. But no, it's good to see young guys. They're just happy about being in the league. They're embracing this opportunity that they have because we're all blessed. Only, 450 players in this league. So at least they're happy about being here. And there's going to be tough challenges ahead of them. But it's fun.
What was your reaction over the summer? You were working out, and then you kind of seeing this roster change. Almost weekly. It seemed like they were just doing something.
Yeah, it was different every day. I heard Rockets and somebody leaving, somebody coming, and I felt like I was just standing in line, waiting to come up to the front, and it's your turn to go. But it didn't happen, and once I found out, like I was telling you earlier, Kyle and Luis weren't going to be there, and it was big pressure releases off of myself for the past couple years. So you got to put in more work and just get better as an NBA player. You really can't worry about the other stuff that goes on around you because it is a job at the end of the day.
Did you have to reconcile a little bit though when you realized that those guys were going to be gone and then you were coming back? And
yeah, I think it will, because there was a moment, maybe 2 or 3 moments where I thought I was going to be one of the guys. And if I'm here or wherever I'm at, I'm trying to be a major factor in the ball club.
Talk about reality this year. In all reality, how good can this team be?
Well, what I've seen the past couple of weeks, it's a good start that everybody's in the gym working, high-spirited, and happy about playing for the Rockets. And teams, you have your top 6, 7 great teams in the West, and because they're veteran types teams, and we're not anywhere near a veteran team. But the other teams like Minnesota, Portland, Jazz, us, I feel like we're all on the same level fighting for that, 7th, 8th spot. People don't put us in that level, but I think we're shocked with a lot of people.
Talk about happy being a Rocket. Are you happy to be a Rocket?
Am I happy to be a Rocket?
Are you happy to be a Rocket?
Oh yes, I am.
Kevin, just wondering, you're talking about a lot of people coming in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how about Jeremy Lee? Do you have any plan to work with him?
Oh yes, that's the guy I'm looking to relieve a lot of pressure from me. I think we both come from the same kind of background in the league. Nobody expected us to do too much and be in a situation where we are today. And one thing I realized about him, he's very smart and he's a student of the game. He has a drive to get ahead of other point guards that he feels are rated ahead of him, and he has a lot of it. I can't relate to his off the court things, but on the court where it mostly matters, I can tell he's ready and he's very hungry, and we're going to need him a lot.
Kevin, Jeremy Lamb mentioned he was one of the guys he's latching on to here.
Who?
Jeremy Lamb.
No, that's going to be tough this year. Lamb.
But he mentioned he was one of the guys he's latching on to learn from. What stands out to you about his game so far for the few workouts he's been doing?
Well, he's young. You can tell he's young, and he's going to be. I think he has a great career ahead of him, and I'm going to be that. That's where it comes in, where I feel like I'm 34, 35 right now, helping a young guy because he does have the potential to be a good starter in this league. And I'm 29, so I have to compete against him, but I'm also going to help him out. And I have a couple plans for me and him, just one-on-one for night before every game to watch the other shooting guards in the league, because shooting guard in the league now it's not like it was when I came in. T-Mac, Kobe, Jason Richmond, they was all in their prime. Now it's Kobe, D Wade, and it's all 11. That's how I feel. So his game is how much work he wants to put in, and I think just like any young guy determines what kind of player you're going to be. And I already been having talks with him, and he seems like a good student of the game.
Final question?
How do you think this team will react when it goes, enters those stretches where there are bumps and bruises and maybe losses? I mean, it's so young.
I think it's going to react the way that myself and Jeremy, Lynn, and Big O react. They're going to be looking up to us to see how we react through tough times. So we definitely have to watch ourselves through adversity this year and just be positive influences and just compete and win games.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Okay, folks, that concludes our media day activities.